gonna give it just a minute. Well, I won't wait too long because I don't want it to be like 15 minutes long in the beginning and no one be on. So, it says one person is on, but it doesn't tell me who. Might be me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So let me pull my notes up. So first of all, I look a hot mess. It's raining here and it's ugly, and I haven't done anything but clean all day. But I woke up this morning and I went to tan while Dalen was still asleep and DJ was home, and I got burnt. So like you can tell, this side's like a lot redder than this side. So I was afraid, like I didn't want to put makeup on it because if I've done it before and it makes my face peel. So y'all just get to deal with me being a hot mess tonight, I guess. And I just sprayed like this toner that we use. It does a lot of things, but it really, really helps my sunburn and stuff. So that's what I sprayed. My phone's like going off. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead. So my blog, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. But it was basically just setting your team up for success. So pretty much all month I've been going over like some leadership stuff, and you know, leadership is a huge, huge, huge subject. Like there's a million things to talk about, but I really wanted to narrow it down to more or less like a leadership, like a leadership role as in a team, because 90% of us in here are, you know, maybe with direct sales or you know, MLM or like whatever, like you have a team usually. I mean, some of you all don't, and that's fine, but you all deal with clients too, so it goes hand in hand. But so tonight's is kind of more specifically to you all with a team, or with you all that will have a team. So I have like all my notes on my phone, so I'll be reading off here. So first, I guess I want to start with how I get my team members started off right. Next week, I'm going to go more and more into this, like more or less. I hadn't decided on the name for sure, but it was like busy work versus getting to work. Because, you know, a lot of people struggle with what do you get paid to do? Do you get paid to play on your phone all day, or do you get paid to actually talk to people on your phone all day? So that's going to be the difference between next week's. So I just wanted to basically just go over a few pointers of how I get my team members started. And I can't, like, I want to lay my phone down, but it's like glaring because of my lamp. Okay, so the very, very first thing that I do is, you know, regardless if I meet the person in person to sign them up or whether I do it, you know, over the phone or social media or whatever, the first thing I do is I give them a welcome packet. So if you do not have like a welcome packet, then I highly suggest making one, even if it's something simple. It's just something that can give them the basics. And I I keep hearing a noise. I'm home by myself, so maybe the puppy. I don't know. Might be DJ. If I get like robbed or something, y'all are my witness. But the first thing I do is I made up a welcome packet, and basically it just kind of breaks down what my company, you know, kind of what it's about. It welcomes them to the team, and it does more or less like give them the basics of what they need to know to start their business. Hey, love. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to see comments or something. It said like one person was viewing, but it never said who or nothing like that, so it was weird. But as soon as they sign up, I start them out with just a welcome packet. So I highly suggest, you know, come up with some basics. If you all want me to share like what I have in mind, then that's fine. Just let me know. But that's one of the biggest things that turned everything around for us, is when we started sending out a welcome packet to every person that signed up with us. So, like I said, I put that in the notes, so I can post it when we get off of here if you all want to know what mine consists of. But anyways, I have them go over the welcome packet because it's basically the basic stuff, so I don't have to repeat myself 15 times. They can go back to this packet and see it. So I have them read that, and I walk them through it. And then the very next thing that I do is I walk them through their first post. It depends. I used to physically send them. See, I didn't know anyone else was on here. I don't know why it's acting crazy. Okay, that works too, Brie. I used to physically send them, but sometimes, like, I just feel like it's a whole lot of work and it doesn't get to them on time, so I email it. If they're not in person with me, I just tell them, send me your email real quick, and I email it directly to them. And it's just like a PDF. So the very first thing I do is I walk them through their first post. And I keep in my notes, I'll actually show you all. This is one of the biggest tips that I could give anyone. Whether you have an iPhone or Android, if you have an Android, you can get, I was like, what is that? I thought the whole lights were flashing. I thought my internet was going to go down and everything. DJ's in here messing. What's up? Anyways. But the biggest tip I can give anyone is, if you have Android, you can download like a notes file or a note app or something like that and save all your notes into it. But this is the biggest thing that has changed my business. So I have my notes on my phone. So, I mean, I have a million. You probably do not need this many. But I separate it, and I have like, I use it for a bunch of things. So I have it for like my blog and stuff. But the biggest thing is I have new distributor posts. So I have everything that I do with a new distributor in here. And then I have like potential distributor conversations, follow-ups, potential loyal customer follow-ups, you know, posts. Like, I literally keep everything in my notes. It just saves my life. But I keep a breakdown of what your first post should be like with our company. Like, when you sign up, ours is something like, I just want them to tell why they joined this, and they're so excited to take the leap of faith, and, you know, etc. Just things like that. Nothing really salesy in the beginning. I just want them to kind of announce themselves. So I walk them through their first post, and mine says, so you can start with posting your first post. Something like, I'm so excited I started with It Works, and put why you started: to make extra money, to buy my kids what they want and need, etc. Make it personal and relating to what other moms want and need. Or, you know, if it's a college student, you know, I base it off of whoever I just signed up. And then I'll give you a couple posts a day to get you started as well. So that's another thing that it definitely helps with consistency. Because I feel like once you get like a strategy or a game plan down of what you do with every distributor, that's what saves you. That way, like, you know, whether it's a checklist or whether it's in your notes. Sorry, I had to turn my heat off. Like, this sunburn is freaking, it has me hot one minute and cold the next. It's ridiculous. I'm struggling. But I feel like if you have X, Y, and Z, then you know, I did X, I did Y, now I got to do Z with that person. So, yeah, exactly. It shows you what's working, what's not. So if I give them this to do and it didn't really bring anything for them, then I know not to do that with the next person. So it's really, really been big for us. One of the biggest things that I can say has really helped is giving your people that first post and then giving them a few extra sample posts. So like I said, I give my people that first post, basically just announcing that they started this. And then their second post is like kind of like a product post that they need product testers or whatever. So like I said, I can share anything you all want me to share with you all, just like samples or whatever. So I also send a few posts to get them through the next couple days. That's one of the biggest things that has helped my new people, is actually giving them the posts. Because the thing is, nobody is born and they know exactly how to work network marketing or direct sales or whatever. They don't know what the crap they're doing. I didn't know what I was doing. The person that signed me up didn't teach me. She was basically like a party person, because this was 3 years ago. She was like, you can do parties or whatever, and I was like, okay, well, I'm so busy, I want to work social media. So I literally taught myself how to work social media. Everything that we do is because I went through the trial and error. So that's one big thing. People, when they start, they have no idea what to do next. So that's where you come in. You want to lead them down the right path. So that's how you're going to set them up for success. Exactly. And that's what I want to break. So my stuff, I try to keep it so simple and so duplicatable, because that's what's huge. So say I signed Bree that signed you, Rachel, but Bree never did anything, and you have no idea what to do. I've set the steps up, and I'll go into this later, but you'll have a team group that you were added to, that you can come to me, you can come to this person, and you know exactly what you need to do. It's all broken down because it's so simple. So it doesn't really matter if you had guidance or not. That's the way that I wanted to do it, because I didn't have it. Where am I? So yeah, I just lay it all out to them. I then add them to my team group and shout them out, and I also do a welcome shout out on my personal page. So I do the one on my personal page because it shows other people that people are joining me. So when people see that, they're like, oh crap, she just joined Krista, I need to join her. So that's been super huge for me. I definitely shout them out. And then I add them to my team group. So if you don't have like a team group, I don't care if you have our company's a little different, but if you don't have an upline, or you don't have a sponsor or whatever you call it, make your own group. I don't care if you have 2 people in it. That's one way that you can keep your people together, and you can you can train them. Like with us, we say diamond or double diamond and above was when you do it. Just that's if you have an upline as well. So if I didn't have an upline, I'd still do it. And I shout them out in the team group. I usually put something like, welcome Bree to the team. I'm so excited to get her started. Y'all drop one tip that's going to help her get started. And then people they'll come in and my whole team welcomes them. So they're excited and they're feeling welcomed. And then they're giving tips like, don't give up. Don't get discouraged. If you do, just come to Krista or whatever. So they're just getting really encouraged from the jump. So that's really, really huge. It also shows your team that you're signing people, so they're going to want to go do it too. In my welcome email, like I was talking about, I have a welcome packet. Yeah, it's really, really helpful. I have a welcome packet, like I was saying, I sent through email, but also in my email, I'll throw in a video, a welcome video. So once again, if your team doesn't have a welcome video, make one. And it can literally be 2 minutes long, and it says, hey girl, I'm so excited to have you on my team. I'm your upline. I cannot wait to get you started. Make sure you've downloaded your packet and do this, this, and this. That's it. That's literally all you have to do. But it kind of gives them that extra, personalization and something that they can do. And I include training videos. So if you have certain people that say you're with Beachbody or whatever, and you all have good, videos from this person or this person, send them those. I also have some scripts in the beginning just because, it's a lot easier, if someone messages someone right now and says, hey, they just got started, and they say, hey, what's a wrap? They don't even know what it is. They can make up some explanation and totally screw up the conversation, or you can give them a script to go by, and until they're used to it, they can run with that. So you don't have to do exactly. So I do the script, so I'll say a wrap tones, tightens, and firms your skin in 45 minutes or up to 8 hours, blah, blah, blah. So I give them that way they don't feel okay, I don't know what to say, so I'm not even going to write people back, or I'm not even going to post because people are going to message me and I don't know what to do. I also, not too long ago, guess it's been about a month, I made a product referral sheet. So like if you're with a health and wellness company or something like that, we have tons. We have like over 40 products now. So I made a cheat sheet basically, and it says like wants to lose weight, and it suggests the products, or like has stretch marks, it suggests our stretch mark cream, has acne, it suggests whatever. Like it's super simple for these newbies to be able to look at. So that's really huge. I usually FaceTime them, or I do a Zoom with them and talk and make things easier from the jump. So I get them on the phone, I'll FaceTime them, I'll get on Zoom with them, whatever. I'll get them on the phone and talk to them and pump them up. Or if we're local, we'll meet together and just talk. And then I've also came up with like a newbie to Ruby training packet. So if you all have like, I know with Plexus, I think their first rank is like silver. So something like, or even if they're gold or ruby or whatever, like newbie to gold or something like that. Some packet that's going to break down literally what they need to do to get there. I know. I don't know why I'm even yawning. I slept till freaking 12 today. See, look. Goodness. Okay. So, another thing that the Amazing Breed helped me with, she did everything pretty much, but I started my own team website. So like a password protected, they can go to this link and put in the password and have everything broken down. I'm actually going to show it to you all really quick if I can pull it up, just because it's amazing. So if you don't have one of these, talk to Bree, she's amazing. But basically what it is while I'm pulling it up, it's basically just somewhere where, I know, right? I know I need another coffee. I might sneak off and go get me one. But basically what the website is it's something that you can send your people to, and, they'll be able to get it all broken down. So it's loading right now. But it kind of helps with like where to have everything, because I have a team group, which is awesome. But sometimes everything gets a little like overwhelming in there, or like there's a million things going on, so nothing's like right at the top of the group where it's supposed to be, or stuff like that. Let me put in the password. It's loading. Yes, automated email system with weekly emails. That's the next thing that I'm working on with Bree, actually. I've been working on them. I just gotta get them all done so I can plug them in. Yes, definitely gets lost in the post. Goodness, hold on. It's like, try not to load. There it goes. I gotta put in the password again. What am I doing wrong? There it goes. Okay, sorry y'all. So this is my team website. Let me get it to zoom out a little bit. But it's super simple, and it just kind of helps the newer people. So right here it says start here. So when I go into that, it is just basically our steps to success. It's just something that you print out every month with us. It's just like the basics. So and then I'll have my welcome packet in there too. I gotta add that in today. I forgot. So my welcome packet and the steps to success will be in there. So week 1 is like breaking down how to talk to people, that product referral sheet that I was talking about, etc. Week 2 is more about like signing team members, stuff like that. And then week 3 and week 4. So that's pretty much all of that. Like it just kind of breaks everything down and makes it a little easier to find. So that's really, everyone's loving it so far. So also, one thing that I do in my team group, there's a couple ideas that really help like our productivity is, I don't really know much about WordPress. I don't know anything about websites or anything like that. I didn't even know this was even possible until Bree was like, oh, we should do this. And I was like, yeah. So, but anyways, a couple of the threads that I have in my team group. So basically what a thread is, if that doesn't make sense to you. So say I post a picture and it says like selfie post or something like that. Underneath that and all the comments is the thread. So I'll put like, copy and paste things that you can change up, like, hi, my name is blah, blah, I started at Works for blah, blah, like just outlines basically that everyone can use to post. But I do sample messages in there, so responding to distributors, responding to customers, stuff like that. I have sample follow-ups, so like, hey girl, like people that were supposed to order on Friday or whatever, you can say, hey girl, are you still wanting to order today, things like that. And then like our best training videos, I have a whole thread of like different training videos. We have post ones, but that's what I was going to go into this. If you all don't have, like, if you don't have a huge team, this isn't like a big deal to do right now. You can literally just do a thread in your group. But we have a huge team and tons of posts. So we have a team post group. So it says Team Inspire Posts. And it's literally just all these posts that, just have worked for us, some product tester posts, some just different outlines, just tons of different pictures they can use, just tons of stuff that they can literally go in there and it's like, I have quotes in there and they can search like Friday and then all the stuff about Friday is going to come up and they can take this picture and it says Friday whatever, like it's a Friday quote, like it's literally that simple for them. And that's changed a lot for us. Facebook challenge group outlines, yes. Let's see. Sorry, I get lost in my notes. That's good. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was like how to get to know your team. Like I said, I get on FaceTime or a Zoom or I meet up with them. We get coffee, stuff like that, of course. Like you're going to want to get to know your people like that. But another thing that we do with It Works is we do personality tests, and there's a ton of them. I know Bree was suggesting one. I had never done it. But we do like personality tests. We usually do the color test. It's the most simple one. But it teaches us, like, it helps us learn how they learn and how they talk to people. So like with red, if you're like the color red, it means like you're very money driven. Like you're a dominant, you're very like straight to the point. I want to know what to do to earn money. You know what I mean? And then there's like yellow, they're more of like the laid back followers and stuff like that. And then I'm trying to think of the other colors. Green is like they need to know every single detail of everything. But anyways, you can search color personality test, or I can link it below later too. But we do that with our people, just kind of to get to know who is what and how they learn or whatever. Make sure I hit all that. Okay. Another thing that we do is, sorry, let me pull that up. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. Another thing I wanted to go over is, I know I'm like a little red, but my biggest color is yellow and blue. So, I don't know. And, you can change all the time, too. So, we go back and take the test, too. Because after you've learned other things, it depends on my mood. Right, exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, you can change. You can learn to act a whole different way. Change your whole personality. It's crazy. Another thing that I wanted to cover, like, literally the basic things that I do every single month or day or week or whatever with my team. Okay, yeah, that works. One thing is, how do I do my team calls? So a lot of times what I do is I go in my team group and I'll post something like, what do you want to learn more about? And they might say Instagram training or Facebook training or how to talk to customers, something like that. Or I'll post in there sometimes and I'll say, what are you struggling with right now? And people will say getting loyal customers or whatever. So we kind of break down all that and like what they should be doing every day. And that's how I set my outline. Yeah, that's what I was saying. How I set my outline. We do Tribe Tuesday Zooms every Tuesday. So we get on at 9 o'clock every Tuesday and just talk. Like last week was a newbie one. A lot of times we do it separately, but it was just kind of easier to throw it in together. But we'll do like a newbie Zoom. So just a Zoom where all of our new people in my whole downline can jump on and we just kind of pour into them and talk to them about the basics and stuff like that. Those are really, really awesome. And then these Tribe Tuesday ones, even if we get on every Tuesday to talk about how to do a party or how to overcome objections or whatever. Like, that's things that we do every Tuesday, and it just kind of gets us together as a team. Another thing, I know, right? Another thing that we do is with our people, I don't know how, like, your all's businesses are set up or whatever, but we want our people to do a launch party within, like, their first 7 days. Goodness, y'all, I'm, like, scary tonight. I don't know what my deal is. Earlier, I thought somebody was, like, in the house, and, like, in my, I don't know if y'all can see this. Don't look at the mess around this room, but that is, like, what they call, like, a moon light or something like that, a moon window. I don't know what it is, but it was here when we moved here, and when the rain hits it, it's super, super hard and loud, and I'm hardly ever back here, except to do my makeup or on here. It started raining super hard, and it scared the crap out of me. Like, I thought something was falling. I'm ADD. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll get off subject. But launch parties in their first 7 days. If you're not local, then, like, with my local people, like, I have a couple this weekend and next weekend. But basically, you invite your friends over, their friends and family over, and they come and get in front of you, and I share my story. I share about the products, about the business, or whatever, and it just kind of gets them just launched, basically. A lot of times they'll do online ones. They may do both sometimes too, but they'll do online parties, and that helps. So if your team is like just an online thing, then that's fine. You can do online parties for them. Another thing that we do is, like I said, if you have a bigger team, we do monthly leadership meetings. So the way I do my leadership team is, and like I said, this depends on your company or however you do this. We really struggle getting people to do them in person. Try doing, do y'all do big parties, like big team parties? We do that. Like, I actually have one tonight, my St. Patrick's Day party. If you, I think I shared it. I'm not sure. If so, you can jump on it and just kind of see how we do things. But I do big team parties. It just kind of depends on the season too. Like, right now, our invites are a little low. I didn't say that a whole lot of people, like less than 100, which is unusual. But we do all of those together. But as far as the like the other ones, what I teach my people to do is, if those people didn't come and show up to their online party or whatever, they message them and say, "Hey girl, did you sorry you had to miss my party," or whatever, and they just get the conversation started, is what we kind of do with it. So if there's not many attendees, you just message the people you invited. So DJ just texted me and said it's raining. Like, I wouldn't know that. But I got off subject again. Oh, online parties. Cause you asked that. So yeah, we just kind of do that. And sometimes, like, I'll tell them, like, even the in-person parties, there's not many people that come. It's just, like, our generation or whatever. Like, a lot of people don't do that stuff anymore. And that's fine. So we just kind of run with it. Yeah. Bree definitely has great party things. I want some too, while you're at it. But what I was saying was our monthly leadership meeting. So I don't know how you would say it. Like, I was raised, or I don't know how you would say it. When I started, my upline was very nitpicky on who she wanted to be a leader. Like, even if you had earned your title as diamond or whatever, she was still, like, hesitant about putting people in there. And I didn't like that. I felt like if you hit this rank, you worked your butt off to deserve it. And I don't know, that's just a whole nother story. But the way that I do leadership is, anyone that shows themselves, anyone that shows up and takes initiative to do extra stuff, to take care of other people, to help other team members, to maybe their team's booming, different things like that, I add them to our leadership group, because I feel like you're a leader. Once you prove yourself to be a leader, then you're a leader. And that's just kind of how, I have diamond and above too, but our leadership meeting is really just, my thing is, how can you get into a leadership meeting if you're not taught by other leaders? That was my thing. Like I said, I felt like if you got to diamond and you earned that spot, then you should get in there. So that's how we teach you to be a diamond. So I feel like when they're taking initiative to be a leader, once they're added into our leadership group, us other leaders are pouring into them, so they learn even more on how to be a leader. Did a launch party and I had 16 people show. That's awesome. That is really, really awesome. That's goals. I need to do that. But so that's really just how we determine our leaders in our group. So like I said, we do a monthly leadership Zoom, or we used to do them in person, but a lot of my people are out of town now. So we'll do like a Zoom. And I wanted to give you all kind of an outline of what we go over on there, just to kind of get you, like I said, just give you an idea or whatever. So we talk about our online parties and opportunities. We'll come up with the dates that we want to do that. So we'll make it work for around everyone's schedule or whatever. Like this month, since it's a special month because of St. Patrick's Day, we do a St. Patrick's Day party. You know, in Easter, we kind of do like an Easter party in April or whatever. We do things like that. We set all of our meetings up, or at least come up with the dates. And that helps me delegate too. Like I have one of my girls, Kaylee, that helps me a lot with the parties. In-person meetings, we decide that on the Zoom. Our goals for the month. So if everyone goes around and talks about their goals or what they need, or like if we have an overall goal of volume or whatever, we talk about that. We talk about how enrollments were last month or last year versus like maybe March of last year compared to now, and see the growth difference. Or last month, what we did wrong. We talk about changing what's not working. So maybe we sent out this message or did this follow-up or whatever, and it didn't really do anything. So we tried to change that. And then we come up with a strategy for the month, which is, like I said, we come up with when our parties are. We come up when, like, we make sure we have on our calendars, like, when payday is, when our auto ships run, you know, things like that. And then last, I wanted to share about, like, our strategy calls. So it's a little different. I actually want to pull this up for you all. Give me, like, 2 seconds. I think it'll really help. I got some of it from Sarah. So, give me, like, 2 seconds. Oh, that's not it. Power of I don't know what to do with it. But I can pull up my thing really quick. But I don't know if you all have heard of it, but it's called Setmore. And it's a calendar thing. What the crap? I'm telling you, I have the most issues. I got an app. Here it comes. Okay, so basically you put in your services, but this is like, it's an app or just a website. You can share your website link, but it's got where you can, okay, my iPad storage is almost full. I don't know why I said that. But it's got where your team can go in here and set appointments with you. So they just go to your schedule and you can put in different slots and this and that. So they can set up appointments with you. But I wanted to share a couple of what mine are. I have a 15-minute accountability call. So if people want to set these up with me weekly or whatever, like maybe they're pushing for a promotion or something, and it just says we'll be working one-on-one on a weekly I'm telling you, I'm stuttering. A weekly basis to track your progress towards your goals and adjust your game plan as needed. Three-way welcome calls. We do a lot of three-ways, whether it's with potentials or new people. But we get on a call with your new people and their upline, and we just go over the welcome steps and stuff like that. 30-minute leadership coaching. This is for team members who are ranked executive or above, who are ready to up their leadership skills and truly become the rock of their team. This will help the team building and gaining momentum as you work toward your next rank. I don't know if y'all really want to know all these, but I figured it could help somebody. 30-minute personal growth coaching. This is for team members who are at a rank who are looking to take their business to the next level, but they're unsure where to start. We will assess where you are currently and come up with a personal growth plan to keep moving forward. 45-minute game plan session. So we'll get together 2 to 5 of your potentials as well as your upline to hop on a Zoom call with me as we share testimonies, answer questions, and walk them through the sign-up process. So basically, you get all your potentials. Screenshot the members. Okay, yeah, we can do that. But we can get all your potentials on one thing, and I kind of just do all the work for you, basically. In-person strategy session just means we kind of get together and chart your promotions, figure out what you need to do together. New distributor welcome call, that's kind of self-explanatory. Potential Zoom, that's what I was talking about. And then I have the ramping up to rank advance. So training calls will be personalized with what you've already done to lead your business where it is currently and what we're going to do to move forward and get you to the place you would like to be. These trainings are designed for you if you're working consistently to reach your next rank in the next 3 months or less. So basically it just kind of gets an idea of what you do every day and, what maybe you need to be doing or what you need to change. We'll do charting, stuff like that. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything on my notes real quick. I think that was it. Yep. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to give you all lack of consistency doing. Yeah. I would definitely be really consistent with them. That's how we kind of where I would just kind of be like, okay, well, when do y'all want to talk? And it would just kind of never happen. Hold on. I can't see the whole comment. Okay, yeah. So what we do is every month we do a leadership meeting within the first few days of the month. So anywhere from the 1st to the 4th at least, just to get it done and get our month scheduled. Because if you wait any longer than that, your month's already halfway through. So definitely get one on the plan every single month, whether it's a party, whatever it is. Anything that you do, it needs to be consistent, and that's how you're going to get people on track. So whether it's your people that are here now and they're not consistent, you'll bring in people, and as soon as you're plugging them into consistency, it's going to keep it going. So, I would definitely try to be more consistent with it, and that would be awesome. And that's what, my people are always like, okay, well, when's our leadership meeting? When's this? When's that? Like, it gets them excited and knows we have a plan. So nobody's just, like, running around with their head cut off. So that really, really helped us. And in these Tribe Tuesday calls, it kind of gives us a chance. Every Tuesday, everyone knows they need to jump on, and we'll come up with subjects to talk about. So those really, really help too. Sometimes there might be 5 people that show up. Sometimes there might be 20. So it really just depends, and you just got to keep going. If you give it up, then you got to get back on track. It's kind of like if you're trying to lose weight or whatever. If you have 15 cheat days, you got to get back on track. So, I guess those are just my biggest tips for setting your team up for success this week. Next week, like I said, we'll go into more of, income producing activities and getting to work instead of doing busy work and stuff like that. But I hope, these tips help. Does anyone have, I got the hiccups now. I'm struggling over here. Does anybody have any questions about anything? God, my face is so shiny. I'm telling y'all, I was like, as soon as I see my face get red, I was like, I can't even put makeup on that. Look at it. This side's really bad. And I usually don't burn. I don't know what my deal is. I think my chest is red too. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm glad it helped. I really am. I'll tell about the Instagram challenge. Okay. I'm really, really glad that helped. That's what I told Brie. I was like, I really don't know if people want to know these things, but I think if it helped one person, that it would be super, super great. Because, like I was telling her, everyone can, learn from different companies and different people. Every leader is going to do something differently, but I can spark something in somebody and give them an idea. That's what I'm here for. Hold on just a second. So, I wanted to pull up my little thing. We're going to be posting more about it, but we're going to do, I don't know how to say it. We're going to do a 7-day Instagram challenge. So basically you're just going to level up your Instagram. I'll take all the advice. Yeah, I totally know how it is. That I have been there within this last year. So I definitely know how it is. If you ever need anything, just message me. I actually, one of the girls I met in here, Sarah, we kind of linked up. This was probably 6 months ago. I don't know if it's been that long, but it was a minute ago. We kind of linked up and we were going through that exact same thing. And we just kind of plugged in together and talked about what she does and what I do. And we took ideas off each other. And like I said, it just sparked something like the Tribe Tuesday call. I got that from her. Just different things like that that helps other teams. That's what I really like doing. If you give me your notes. Okay, I can do that. Okay, yeah. Yay! But anyways, what our Instagram training is, it's a free 7-day training, so we're going to be posting things in the group every day for 7 days. So some of the things that we'll be doing is talking about how you can craft a killer bio, figuring out who your target audience is, your purpose, y'all, I can't deal tonight. Your purpose and goals for your Instagram, showing your authentic self, captivating your audience with your posts, finding the best hashtags to grow your audience, figuring out what your vibe and brand is and why you need a posting strategy. Like, all these things are some things that we're going to hit on in there, and it's going to be awesome. Like, y'all do not want to miss it. I don't care if you don't know how to use Instagram or you're an Instagram expert, you may learn something new. So make sure you all jump in there. So she's going to set the event for that. So that works. I'm so excited for that, y'all. Just come hang out with us, basically. If you learn one thing, I mean, it's going to be worth it. So like I was saying, if you all have any questions, if you all can think of anything that you want me to hit more on next week, anything like that, just let me know. Yay! I'm glad you're excited. I'm super, super pumped. Like, I feel like this is a long time coming. We've been talking about it for a while. We kind of just knocked it out real quick. But like I said, if y'all can think of anything team-wise, leadership-wise, whatever, just let me know. Message it to me, comment it here, whatever that you all want me to go over. Like I said, next week, the plan is kind of just busy work versus getting to work and, like, making money and stuff like that. So if you all have anything to go along with that you want to know, make sure you let me know. I just want to be able to give you all what you want and not jump on here and just, you know, talk about things that nobody needs. You know what I mean? So make sure you all tell me just whatever you all want to know. So 8:41. I guess I talked for a while, huh? So if y'all need anything, just message me. Make sure you sign up for the Instagram challenge. If you haven't signed up for our membership, make sure that you've signed that so you can get all these freebies. And I guess that's about it. So, God, look how red I am, y'all. That's pitiful, and it hurts too. So, anyway, I'm so glad that I helped you all tonight. Just let me know if you all need anything else. Bye, y'all.